Hi everybody, it's Joaquin from Carrollwood Estates. We're gonna take a look at how the Palisades performed this May, and we're gonna take a look at the top 10 sales. First on our list, we have 644 Amalfi Drive. This one sold for 10.019 million. So let's start with the chimney here. We have a whitewashed brick stack laid in a diamond pattern. So it's a really nice flourish and style English masons used 5 centuries ago, and almost nobody pays for it anymore. So it kind of tells you what this house is before the gate even opens. It's a gated country English estate. It sits on one of the Riviera's most coveted streets, and it's been reimagined to balance this timeless character and architecture with modern luxury and of course ocean, canyon, and Riviera country club views behind it. I love the tall, steep English architecture, the brick facade, and the decorative timber accents on the exterior. You walk into the home and there's a beautiful sweeping curved staircase with gray plaster walls, giving the entry a little bit of a moodiness, and the formal living room, very tall, barrel vaulted ceilings, and all of the main living areas have canyon views. So the floor plan has a lot of character. It's a very special property on the Amalfi Rim. I think they got a great price per square foot for the home. The lot, it's very wide, it has a lot of frontage, but a more limited backyard, and that affected the price slightly. It's a good sale though. Next on our list, we have 14903 Pampas, Ricas Blvd. This is the Huntington. So the Huntington streets, they were named a century ago for far off places in Mexico and Toyopa, and this home's cross street, it took its name from a lost silver mine in Sonora. So what sits at the corner of Toyopa and Pampas Ricas requires no searching. We have a 1949 California ranch. It's on a 13,800 square foot corner lot, renovated from end to end, and it delivers exactly what Cliff May meant when he told Architectural Digest the ranch ideal. It's all about sunshine and informal outdoor living. The buyer is a family trust. They own properties in the Sunset Strip and Little Holmby. Now they have one in the Huntington. It's an amazing collection. Next, we have 17335 Tramonto Drive. Tramonto is Italian for sunset, and this house lives up to the name. 3 stacked levels of glass, white plaster, warm wood, crowned by a rooftop infinity pool aimed at the evening sky over the Castellamare Hills. It's a true contemporary compound with real scale, set on grounds more than 3 times the size of a typical Palisades yard. Bjorn and I actually just sold this property, and we're very happy to get it done for our client. This was a big sale for a standing home in Castellamare, and we're proud of this one. Next, we're going to be looking at 216 Notteargenta Street. Notteargenta Rd. This one's a bit hard for me to say. Castellamare, it was subdivided in 1925 by the Frank Milan Company with Alfonso Bell's backing, and it was named for the town on the Gulf of Naples. So the streets, they were given Italian names, and its first houses were built in romantic Mediterranean styles for the film Colony of the Day. This is a standing, restored example of exactly what the neighborhood was invented to be. It's a 1928 Spanish colonial revival from Castellamare's first wave. It's glowing at dusk over a brick courtyard with the Pacific and Catalina laid out beyond the balcony rail. The interior, it really balances romance and restraint. It looks like an interior designer redid the house. It's absolutely perfect, and it complements the exceptional architecture. Next, we're going to look at 1377 Lachman Ln. This one just sold for 3.874 million. So this Marquez Knolls lot, it has views that run 270 degrees from the towers of downtown, across the Queen's Necklace curve of Santa Monica Bay, past the pier of Palos Verdes, Catalina, Santa Barbara Island, and then all the way around to the Santa Monica Mountains. So these are some of the best views on the hill. The property really has about a 9,500 square foot flat pad. So it's sold for an adjusted $408 per square foot of land. At that number, you could grab a lot in the Huntington, or you could grab this beautiful view lot in Marquez Knolls. So it also previously sold for $2.6 million in May 2025. This was an amazing sale. That's a big step up, and it's probably the cleanest and clearest signal yet of where Palisades land is heading. So next, we're gonna check out 522 Arbramar Ave. So you walk in the front door, and the first thing that you see is the staircase. It's solid oak, it's hand built, and it rises through a 2-story entry. And if you look closely at the railings, you will see these little square cutouts in the wood, all of these details, and that's classic craftsman detail. You almost never see that kind of work anymore. This is a true character craftsman. It's on a block in El Medio Bluffs where the trees still arch over the street and a lot of the original houses are still standing. This was a great sale, it was a great price, and the property has really good bones. But the buyer will they'll probably want to make some updates. So next, we're going to 14722 Oracle Place. This one just sold for $3.55 million, and that sold for $216 per square foot of land. A street named Oracle is selling exactly what every Palisades buyer wants right now, a known future. So the design's drawn, the plans are approved, the permits are paid, and the listings promise of ocean views on every floor. It's already engineered. While the rest of the hill is still scheduling architects, this lot is ready for you to start building. This is a prime entitled view lot on a hilltop cul-de-sac at the top of the alphabet streets. The approved design, it's warm, organic, contemporary, the style that's really come to define a lot of the new construction in Los Angeles, and it's gonna be a major part of the Palisades rebuild. The renderings, they show 2 stacked volumes, a ground base with dry laid stone and floor-to-ceiling glass, and an upper level, it's wrapped in vertical wood paneling with crisp white frames, and it's crowned by pergola sunscreens that filter the western light, plus a rooftop deck behind glass railing. Moving on, 757 Via De La Paz. This is one of the largest parcels in the coveted Via Bluffs neighborhood. A 12,500 square foot flat lot and a real chance to create a signature estate. It's just 3 blocks below the village, and it's been held by one family since the late 1970s. This is a neighborhood where the typical parcel runs about 150 feet deep. This one runs 250 feet deep. And that single dimension, that's the whole story. This was a rare opportunity to secure one of the most substantial parcels in the area and shape the next chapter of Pacific Palisades luxury living. Let's go to the next one on our list. Next up, we have 1022 Tellem Drive. This one just sold for $2.995 million. 3 beds, 2 baths, almost 1,900 square feet on a 10,000 square foot lot. This is the Marquez Knolls original in its purest form. A 1959 mid-century California ranch from the era when the Lachman family was laying out these hillside tracks with recorded view covenants that still govern the neighborhood today. It's low slung and painted brick and board and batten on a corner lot with tongue and groove ceilings in nearly every room and canyon views running all the way to the city lights. What's also interesting is that this property traded for $500,000 more than its sale in March 2024. It's a great sale. Next, 1274 Calle De Sevilla. So this property, it's a 1974, it's a French style home from the founding generation of the Palisades Highlands, and it's recast in this charcoal and white with a fully renovated transitional interior. Inside, you have a 2-story living room. I love that. Outside, we have a courtyard. We trade some of the lawn for a grid of oversized pavers and beneath an old olive tree at $739 per square foot, and for a 3,648 square foot finished house. This was a great deal. That was the last on our list. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you or someone you know is thinking of selling, give us a call, shoot us a text, an email. Let us present our approach and share our thoughts on how to really best maximize your asset before you come to market. We have an excellent network of professionals to prep the house, from basic paint, landscaping, decluttering, modern remodel, full remodel, interior designer, and staging, of course. And if you're looking to buy, let us connect you with the off-market properties that we have available and that we know are available. Give me a call, 310-943-0909. Thank you.